Okay, hello everyone. We are now live. Let me just take a second and post on Twitter. Let everyone know that the stream has started. Hey, Jet user. Yeah, it is Monday, so it's very, very typical. But yeah. Anyway, big news coming on Wednesday. We have a big announcement with the trailer. New website, new business cards, new everything. We're gonna redo all the Twitch channel layout as well. Or at least just all the graphics. So yeah, I can't wait to get it off my back. Like, first of all, I'm really bad at keeping secrets, and also just preparing for that. Like, I'm sort of treating it. It's not exactly the same as a game launch, but I am treating a little bit as such, and it is, yeah, there's just a ton of work. There's also, we just upgraded to the latest version of ProBuilder today. We were having some problems, and actually, you'll see one of the things is with their shader. I don't know if it's coming across clearly, but you can see the outline. I think in orthographic mode only, and perspective mode it's fine, and isometric, which is what I work in, you can see that the outlines, the blue outlines for the ProBuilder object is actually different, is slightly offset from the green outlines of the colliders. Which is just very annoying, and Carl tweeted at me once about the solution. So actually the problem is I always have to look for his specific tweet, so which was pb face highlight dot shader. But yeah, after Wednesday, we'll have a new name. I'm very, very happy about the trailer. Sent it off to Sony today so that they would host it, and they really liked it. What is going on, Tiny Angry Crab? What? Alright, so what's the, and you add call property offset. Alright. But I think moving forward, if I get, moving forward, I think what I'm going to do is actually, we are not going to be upgrading ProBuilder. I think we're going to stick with one version and just sort of use the source and then change the parts that are giving us problems. Because we're not using a whole lot of the features. So I believe we do this offset 1 1 and remove O. Okay. Yeah, this line. Let's just comment it out. Ah, okay. Finally, it is fixed. And all right. So let's start off by I'm gonna show the level editor UI in a bit. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start off by going over some of the new stuff that David what is it, 240914? Okay, I have updated it. Alright, we're going to start off by going over some of the changes that Chris has implemented. I haven't really had too much time during the day to be doing any actual development work. It's just been wow, what the heck? This frame rate is awful. Chris, what did you do? Okay. Oh, man. What the heck? Why is the tree not showing? Oh. Hold on, let me just make sure I am in fact on the latest build. Should be on the latest version. I thought Chris added a few changes. This week is Chris's last week, so we're sort of wrapping up a whole bunch of stuff. Notes for Chris. They are actually a main mechanic in the game. Jesus, what the fuck? Okay, this frame rate is unacceptable. What the hell? This is more broken than it was before. What? This is... Seems like all of these got screwed up in the process. Oh, man. Starting to think this game is never going to get done. I don't see any Twitch player opt-in. Man, I just feel like it's this like one step forward, two step back thing. Like I thought last week we were doing pretty well, but now the trees are all in the wrong position and the frame rate is... Last week we were at least double digit. And now we are down to single digit. Like, what the fuck? I'm actually... Well... I wish I were making money on my Twitch stream. I am not. Alright, so right now it shows this. Okay, this is fucking... Sorry. I gotta not get upset. I've been... Huh, okay. Hey, Miblo, how's it going? Yeah. I gotta... Yeah, the last few weeks has been really stressful. Yeah, so like one of the things, so the change with the water, basically what we want to do is instead of having it scale outward, which is how the trees were growing, we want to have this be the sort of the branch grow into the tree. But the problem is that when you have a transparency on the shader, the outline still gets drawn. And I'm not really too sure how exactly... It's sort of a weird thing with basically to do clipping plane shaders. And edge detection seems to cause some problems. Like you can't seem to do both the... It is, yeah... it's not possible to have both. It seems like doing edge detection with the transparencies causes a lot of problems, but we should be able to see this. See, that looks really cool. I don't know if you guys saw it fill in. So it's like if we can get it, yeah, the edge detection presumably means that the object is getting drawn in a path that your shader looks at. Yeah, I think what we're going to have to do is do a pass where we... The thing is that one material is on both. So one idea is that I think what Chris said was that clipping plane shader. What it does is it sets everything it sets the normals to 0, 0, 0, which means we might be able to filter it out in our edge detection shader. So we're actually going to dive into that we're going to dive back into that today. Because what we're going to do is we're just going to put one filter at the top. If the normal value that we're reading is 0, 0, 0, let's ignore it. I just want to see if it works. I'm not sure. But I gotta check out. Garlando Bloom seems skeptical. The thing is, yeah, we do look at them separately, but the normal setting, looking at it to see if the normal value is 0, 0, 0, which it never would be, it might allow us to filter it out. So if we can do that, that would be a good solution. Okay, so what? So I believe this is our center normal value. So if then what we're going to say is values are close equals to 1. Just a quick test. Was there depressing news? There's no depressing news except the day-to-day grind that is indie game development. Ah, fuck. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah, you know what? You are right. Actually, that's a good point. I totally forgot. I actually am able to look at the passes separately. We wrote that into our shader last time. So down here we can just say, instead of background color, we look at the normals. Oh, wait! Hold on, I have to look at normal background color because I can't see anything. Like, where is the tree we're looking for? Ah, okay, it's this one. So if we look at it in our normals mode, we should... Alright, so that's game mode. No, we are still seeing it. Yeah, it looks like I'm pretty sure we are still seeing it. What the hell? If statement conditional. Shouldn't be in the depth pass. Hey, main GI. Hey, D7 Samurai, you're here. Yeah, we are back to working with shaders. I'm not too sure what's going on here. If normal that's our normal values. It's, yeah, it looks fine, and I'm just trying to see if it's the same as. Does this need a... So what the... yeah, no, depth and normals they're both being affected. So, I mean, it's quite possible that it hasn't been added to the shader itself. Except, see here, the tree is clearly not showing. Let's see what's being applied to the tree. Single gravity tree. Right, we won't get any lines from behind the tree. What if, Garland Bloom, what if what we did was we set the z value of the tree to be a very high number, so then we would always be behind stuff. Yeah, can we, is it possible to change I wonder if it can set surface depth values. Probably not. Right. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so we've got a surface shader that's basically doing the clipping based on height. And then what it's somehow doing is it's taking the normal and not too sure what's going on here. Yeah, this is a surface shader that's on the tree, which is what's making it, it's the shader that's going on the branch, which is what's making it transparent. But the problem is that our edge detection shader is still reading it. I mean, you can see the problem is also with the leaves too. Just trying to think what would be a good way to do this. Because to the depth and the normal maps, for the depth and normal values, having this thing be transparent, because you see here's what it is, right? It's the render type, it's opaque. It's being drawn in the opaque queue when it's being rendered. The problem is we're setting the transparency inside this. See, so that's working, right? But now watch when I go. So see, now I've made it disappear by putting it in the transparent queue. But when I go to draw, I cannot believe this frame rate. This is awful. What is going on? Last week was like at least playable. This is. But how would I do? The problem is like, how can I do it in a different pass? I mean, unless I do the grow. Okay, watch this. Okay, you see that? This was grown in transparent. Unless we could. It's like if we set it in the transparent pass, when it grows, when the branch grows, it's not going to have the edges on it. When we put the opaque pass on, when it's transparent, it's going to have the edges on it. So the problem is we couldn't switch. Could we switch the sub shader type? Like we could switch the tag as it's growing, but in the middle of growing, it's sort of like half this and half that. Oh, I haven't had very good luck. I haven't actually been able to figure out what the difference is. Like, look at the depth and all passes right now. My guess is the way Unity is doing the transparency now is by doing the transparency in a separate pass. Yes, no, you are right. That is the way. Right, no. So Garlando Bloom, you're right. It's doing transparency in a separate pass after depth and normals are rendered. So the problem is the tree body, when it's growing into place, it's half the part that is solid needs to have edge detection on it, and the part that isn't doesn't have edge detection on it. I'm not sure why I'm always so tired at this time. By the way, I accidentally closed the window, so I think I might have missed some of your chat messages. Let's see here. Let's try to grow this again. I'm still seeing the edges. Could always just simply do something to. Yeah, right. The invisible tree. So how do I filter out the invisible tree? That is the question. How do I filter out the invisible tree? Is it possible? I always thought geometry clipping was always based on was always shader clipping. Because that's what we were gonna do for. I mean, I was having this exact same problem with the doors, right? Like people said the doors opening into the frame, because I was actually scaling it. I was like, well, I could write a clipping. Ooh. Oh, we could do a vertex shader. That is correct. Actually, Actually, that's a good point, David Kilmer. I think we might do a vertex shader. It's a little complicated though, because basically you'd have to remember, because you'd want like all of them to move up. Oh, see, what I was gonna do. So, see, what I was thinking was if I could make it so, here's what I was thinking, Garlando Bloom, regarding the. I don't know if I want to do the vertex shader though, because that's kind of annoying. Like, okay, so see, what I was thinking was sort of, I think what Garlando Bloom is saying was I would take, if something is invisible, we would just set the depth value to be like way past whatever depth value is of this is. Right. So the way you guys are saying it is we would do 2 passes. There isn't. I'm not sure exactly how your solution would solve this problem though, because it's the same. The problem here is that we have like if I can get the depth of this, which should be transparent. Yeah, I wonder if it's possible to set the depth value based on... Right, it's a two-pass shader. So it's like we would you're saying we would first draw maybe there's a third value I can pass in that would basically make me ignore the transparent stuff. I really think like, I feel if I can trick the camera into thinking that the transparent part of the tree is behind this block, then I should be good. Because we also have to remember that this whole thing happens very quickly. Can we change the depth buffer? I wonder, you know what? Maybe we can do two ways, which is one, couldn't we just ignore the tree? Let's put the tree, I know, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put the tree on a layer. Like, let's put the tree on a layer called tree. And let's see what happens if let's just ignore it in our camera. So this is branch and it's tree layer. And in our camera, we are actually going to ignore this layer. So what should happen is we should not see this branch. at all. Okay, yeah, so we don't see the branch. Yeah, I mean, so this is a start, like basically what I've got here, right? Because in like this is what I'm seeing, and if we make this not right, if it's in tree, it's not getting drawn. So we are. The problem is that I would need, for the second pass, I would need a very special pass, which is, it would, I think this might be too complicated for what the tree is doing. I mean, it's such a fast thing. I know it does look really cool, but it's got to be an easier way. Yeah, the thing is, I think if I use a second camera, that can get really expensive. Okay, now watch the lines here. See if that edge gets drawn. Yes, it does. Interesting. Okay, it shouldn't if the second camera only renders trees. Okay, so we might do that then. We might have a second camera that just renders trees and then draws them on top. That which have their materials and shader setups use render queue less than or equal to 2500 are rendered into the depth texture. Interesting. The geometry, by geometry shader, you mean vertex shader, right? Be cool if you could tag. I wonder if you could tag it differently. I wonder if I can trick it into thinking that one part of the tree that's... No, it probably doesn't work like that. I was thinking what would be, oh, it comes after the vertex shader. Interesting. See, I was thinking it'd be if I could trick it into thinking that the tree and the part of the tree that's opaque is in a separate layer from the part of the tree that's transparent. That might work. Ugh. All right. Well, we'll come back to this one. I think for now we'll go with tree scaling, just because that works, and I know that's functional and it's a good enough placeholder. What the fuck? Oh man. The. Anyway, I added, decided to go with edges on the shader. Oh. Yeah, it looks good enough. It's not ideal, but this is very, very minor. All things considered, at least for now. Like, I feel like once the game is close to being done and I have some time, making the tree growing look better would be, you know, I think that'd be something to work on. Oh, 2 bridges. These are also really hard to land on. Yikes, these are not fun to land on. These waterfalls really shouldn't be that bad. So one thing I'm thinking I'm a little bit worried about the waterfall is that it is a little bit hard to land when you fall from a pretty big distance. Especially, like, I don't know what you just saw there. I think the waterfall should be the focus, and I think the tree. I've been too busy to look at the code, but I'm gonna do on Thursday. I'm planning to do like an overview of the water code with Chris, and I think once I have a look at that. I'm going to talk to David on Friday, and I think we'd be able to really start thinking about how we want to organize this. Like, I think... So this is a little... I'm trying to think... Maybe that's not such an issue. Yeah, I'm much more concerned about the water. and how it's just what the heck? Yeah, we'll have to do a deep dive into water pretty soon. So one of the designs I'm thinking for water is we would actually have, instead of those little curly side meshes, we're going to have okay, they should be basically using no CPU at all. What? Yeah. I can't, I don't really understand the frame rate here. Like, it was running really well last week. No, there definitely should be a way to optimize these, and I know David has had them done it before. So, yeah, I don't want these curly things. I think what they should do is flat on one side, and then I just, yeah, David had them running like super well, and I don't understand why now it's like yeah, so I basically kind of want waterfall like this, where we have these flat sides, and then with the stripe, with the curve coming in. Could also just be a bug. I'm sure it's a bug. Like last week, I thought it wasn't that bad. Last week we were definitely getting double digits. I mean, now it's like now it's going between 8 and 9, and I swear last week we were at like 20. See, this is like, where is this water? Is this the one I was... Okay, no, that one's... Yeah, see, this is... Like, this... What? There's so many bugs here. Jesus. Fuck. I don't understand how... I've been working on this for like weeks now, and it's still broken. Oh, man. These mechanics are too complicated. All right. Well, we'll dig deep into this some more. It's 9:30 now, so I think I'm gonna take a break, because I'm pretty exhausted, and it's been a super long day. I don't know if we're getting anywhere, but yeah. So today's stream, very typical of Monday. These are things are still pretty much broken. We're gonna go back to scaling. Go back to scaling for tree growing. Water optimization. Yeah, it's weird. In fact, what I think we might do is actually get rid of the. You know what we should do is I think get rid of the side meshes. Get rid of side splashes. It is good. It's just a lot of. This is just pretty typical of game development. Things taking forever. So I'm being way too hard on Chris because this is like he's just throwing him all these super hard systems. Yeah, we're gonna go back to tree scaling. Now the only thing is all the soil patch got reset back into green again. Fighting fires everywhere I look. Yep, that's actually a really, really good description. So, like, I think this should be. Isn't soil patch? Is soil patch 5x5 now? I would show you guys the push history, but it has the name of. It has the new name. Okay. Weird random bugs has been the story of this game. But yeah, I'm very excited about the new name. And once the new name is done, I can stop worrying about like PR stuff. The important thing is there needs to be a lot of energy on PR with the new name initially, just so everyone knows it. So, but yeah, I haven't been able to do any game development, and normally I'm like kind of on top of things throughout the day. But so far that I haven't been able to do that. Like what? Like these trees are all over the place, and it's yeah, we should go back to having things the way they were before. Just feel like yeah, I'm just a little frustrated because I feel like there was more. Things were in a better state last week, but we have although one good thing is we've what is this? That weird Pro Builder bug I think has been fixed in their latest version. Oh man, if this isn't fixed, I'm gonna be really angry. You know, the bug where we'd put two Pro Builder objects inside a parent, and then we would duplicate it, and delete it, and then somehow those would go away. Fuck! That's still there? What the fuck? Oh my, what the fuck? What the fuck? Huh. God damn it. Right, that bug still seems to... Let's try it in a new scene. Okay, we just spent all day upgrading ProBuilder and it's still... This thing is still broken. I think I'm gonna have to... What the heck? Maybe if I switch to 5.0.2? I don't know what it's just like this new bug. I don't know where. Man. Yeah, grind. The thing with the tree is actually we have it. We actually have it. It's merged into one mesh. See, fix issue where duplicating game object with child PB object would leave references to original meshes intact, resulting in odd behavior when deleting objects. this is definitely still happening. Can't fucking do this anymore, man. You know what, I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to upgrade to Unity 5.2 first tonight, and then try it. But anyway, I'm going to end the stream here, and I will see you guys tomorrow afternoon. And on Friday, we're going to be talking to Arnold Venier about Bokito, which I'm really excited about. And yeah, big news on Wednesday. Big news on Wednesday. All right, see you guys.